Hello viewers, welcome to Wonder TV channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. This is your one-stop channel for trending news, events, celebrity gossips, fashion, sports, comedy, and lots more. Today we are bringing you a very interesting topic. Today being the 29th of May 2023, Nigerians all over the world witnessed a successful transition of power. It was a wonderful event which saw dignitaries from far and near troop into the city of Abuja to share in the joy with His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Today was the inauguration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the 16th president of Nigeria. Why we bring this video is not really about the inauguration celebration, but it's about some prophecies that was made by some men of God who said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will never become the president of Nigeria. Before the general election, which took place on February 2023, there have been so many prophecies from men of God both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, saying that they have seen vision that Tinubu was never the president and will never be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The interesting one is the one of one man of God who goes by the name Bishop Faye. He said on that day of Tinubu's inauguration, Tinubu would be arrested. Alright, let's quickly go to his Instagram page and watch the video where he made that prophecy. Alright guys, we are on the page of Bishop Faye, his official Instagram page. Now let's look at the video he made concerning the 2023 presidential election. Alright guys, please watch this video so that you can share your opinion on the video. Alright guys, this video is coming directly from the official page of Bishop Faye. Please let's watch. Alright, here is the video.
You understand many things I've said over the years. You begin to understand them by these things I say. About 2 years ago, you remember I told you that the second shall become the first. Do you remember? And by that I refer to the highest apex seat of power in Nigeria. And I didn't tell you that it's going to be 5 years time or in another government. I said in this government. That was all the Lord told me, and that was all I said. Today's date is what? Shout it. 19th of 2023. All right. If you ask me a straight question on the road, will be the next president of Nigeria after Buhari? My answer will shock you, but you will understand later, because the ways of the prophet is different from the ways of man. If you ask me on the road, just walking on the road, and you did not ask me to explain anything, I say, sir, after Buhari, who is the next president of Nigeria? Do you know the name? I'll tell you. Yemi Osinbajo. I told you, I said my words will shock you.
Alright guys, here is where the bishop said that the next president of Nigeria is going to be Yemi Osinbajo. Let's keep watching.
I know you are confused already. Believe me, it's my office. I say it again. Hear me carefully. If you ask me on the street, except there's always the will of man. But now, hear me carefully. Not the will of the people now. The will of the people has been sealed, as in looking into the sky. But if you ask me, I say, after Buhari, who is the next president? Who will sit on the seat called the throne of Nigerian Asolo? I will tell you the name is Yemi Osinbajo, except when the man says no. But mark my word, it will be offered.
Guys, have you heard that the bishop prophesied that the former vice president of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, is the one that would be declared the president of Nigeria? But unfortunately, today we saw His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu being the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the GCFR, that's the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. Alright, let's keep watching.
The presidential election will be peaceful. Don't be afraid. There will not be killings. Go out and vote.
He said the presidential election will be peaceful. There will be no killings. For those of you who have been in Nigeria during the presidential election, you will agree with me that there were a lot of bloodshedding. Some thugs were sent to hijack the ballot box, and at the process, so many lives were lost. So this man coming up here to say that the election is going to be peaceful, there will be no killings, I can't really tell if this his message was from God or himself. Let's keep watching and see how far it goes.
However, so because there is no money to buy vote, he will lose in the polls. But already there is a partnership with a man in the system that will cause the vote to be rigged. So suddenly I saw the numbers dropping, and I saw INEC announcing BAT as a winner. However, follow me. I even saw what he was wearing. He was announced winner, and we will see a video where we'll do like this. The video will trend. Because I've lived in the future. Follow. He will be declared winner on falsehood. The Lord, I saw Peter will be crying, red eye in tears, proper tears. I saw Atiku like this. I told Atiku 4 years ago, I told this team 4 years ago that he will never become the president of Nigeria, and that's still within his stone. He will never. So there's nothing to bother. He should just go home and keep his money. But follow me carefully. A revolution is coming. A greater than NSAS is coming. People, the doors will be shut. You will not go to work. You will be in your houses. How will this revolution start? Hear me. How will the revolution start? Somehow the information will spill out that the election was rigged, then the youth will get to the street. It won't just be Lagos. It will be almost every state of Nigeria. The youth will get to the street and they will start the protests. These protests will lead to a revolution. Hear me? Peter Obi will go to court. He will go to court. And the day for swearing him, Tinubu, will come. I saw white, I saw green. About to be sworn in that day. And everybody that has said he's the next president will be rejoicing. We say, yes, I told you. Prophet that don't see far was I tell you, didn't I tell you Tinubu is the next president? And while at that event, it looks like a very open ground, like a stadium-like center. You know, I'm telling you what will happen. So, while at that event, military men will come in and they will arrest Tinubu.
Okay, guys. Now you have heard. If you did not hear him, he said on the day of inauguration, Tinubu will come in. Military men will also come in and arrest Tinubu. These things, he said, didn't happen. So this gets to this question: do these men really hear from God? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and please don't forget to like the video, share the video to your loved ones, family and friends, and seek for their thoughts to let us know, is it that they don't hear from God, or is God not really saying things to them in a clear terms where they can understand? Because why would God say Tinubu would be arrested according to the man of God, and yet he was not arrested? Are they from God, the prophecies from this our men of God? Let us hear from you. Share your thoughts too. But let's continue watching the video, because the man has a lot to tell Nigerians.
I'm playing the movie before you, Abi, so that you will know that prophecy is not just calling people's name. Mark my words. I'm speaking from my office. I'm not speaking by a gift. He'll be arrested, and at that point, an interim government will rule Nigeria. The interim government that will rule Nigeria will not be military. It's not a coup. The military will partner with the interim government, and they would ask who should be put on the throne. Buhari will say, I'm done, I'm for peace. And they will say, make Oshibajo the next. Now, for fear of previous relationship of Oshibajo with Bat, Oshibajo might say, I don't want. If he says so, they will look for another. That's the only condition. But what I saw was that Oshibajo accepted and he became a president. But that side has a question mark, a condition to it. Are you loving the movie?
Did this really happen? Absolutely no.
Before the 29th, the swearing in day, when bath will be taken. Before that day, when bath will be taken, I saw Peter will be arrested and detained by DSS.
The man said before 29th May, the day Tinubu would be inaugurated, Peter Obi will be arrested by DSS. Did that happen? No. So, what's the point? Should we say these men of God, some are not called by God? Or should we say that they are called by God, but these prophecies are not from God? What should we say? Let's hear from you in the comment section what you think.
After the election, because he's coming to play the role of somewhat like a Messiah, but not the way you define Messiah. And the way Messiah suffers, he must suffer. He'll be arrested and detained. When moment that is done, please stay in your houses. The moment that is done, the revolution and the riots will increase. There will be killings. There will be destruction of properties. As the days to the election comes by, you will see more PDP governors joining Peter Obi. They might not declare publicly, but they will give him all the support that he needs. In the election, number one, in numbers of votes will be Obi. Number two will be Bat. Number three will be Atiku. However,
He said in the election, when the result is out, the first person on the list would be Peter Obi, next by Bat, then the third person would be Atiku. However, according to him, that the election results would be rigged, Tinubu would be made first, Peter Obi would be made second, and Atiku third. But from what happened, we saw that Obi was not the second man, rather he was the third man. So what is really going on? Why is it that the prophecies of some men of God are not coming to pass? Unlike in the days of old, when men of God will prophesy, see vision, dream dreams, and they will all come to pass. So what is really happening? Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section.
like I told you, to be rigged, and you hear number one is Bat, number two is Obi, number three is Atiku. I saw United Nations intervening. After Tinubu is taken away, I think released for a while, he will also go to court. The interim government will not be long. No. The interim government will not be long, and after a while, the court will declare Obi as winner of the election. Then I saw Peter Obi in Aso Rock. I saw him giving speech as a president of Nigeria, but not May 29th. If you understand many.
Alright guys, now let's look at the video of the inauguration ceremony of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been sworn in as President of Nigeria. Chief Justice of Nigeria Olukayode Ariwola reportedly administered the oaths of office and allegiance to both Tinubu and his vice president-elect Kashim Shettima. The ceremony took place at the Eagle Square in the nation's capital Abuja Monday. According to reports by local media, it was witnessed by Tinubu's predecessors Muhammadu Buhari and Goodluck Jonathan. Remi Tinubu, the wife of the new president, was also in attendance. High-profile guests included Ghana's leader Akufo-Addo. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been sworn in as president of Nigeria.
So guys, that's all for today. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel for more interesting topics. Alright, see you in our next video. Goodbye.